Have you ever woken up in a state of depression or some sort of panic or anxiety? Maybe not even knowing why. I mean, you may be a positive person and not even know why exactly it is that you feel so weird and caught in your stuff, in your trauma. There's so many words for it. Dean Graziosi, in his new book, Millionaire Habits, he describes it as the villain. There's this concept of something that draws us down, this downward pull, the downward spiral, sucked into the black hole. There's all types of words for it. And today we're going to go over exactly what are the signs that you may be being sucked into your trauma, or as Dean Graziosi calls, the villain. My name is Jacob Adams. I'm creator of www.evolutiontraining.net and also the writer of Your Divine Romance, Bold Action, Meditation, and Pure Love. You can read that for free if you go to Amazon and have Prime. It's only a $3 book, but you can read it for free right now. Now, that said, let's get into it. Okay, so how do you know that you are, in fact, getting sucked into your trauma? Well, first, you're going to notice that your energy is down. If it's down, that's a good sign that, let's say you woke up great and then you're being exposed to people, maybe the news, the media, telling you all stuff that's happened. You're going to start feeling pretty terrible, especially because that's exactly what the media wants to do, okay? The media gets paid to piss you off. There's been studies that show that, for example, in Ryan Holiday's book, Trust Me, I'm Lying, he goes into how the media doesn't want to use honest, sad stuff. It wants to use things that elicit reaction, get a click, tabloid type stuff to make you click, because that's how they get paid. It's clickbait. So, but they do it at your expense, at your mental peace and clarity. So if you notice yourself getting sucked into the trauma of your old feelings or these just really insecure feelings, that's a good sign that your villain, the villain in you, is being triggered, okay? Look at your energy. Like right now, I feel pretty awesome. I feel pretty awesome. And today, to feel pretty awesome, I woke up, I did 2 hypnosis tracks. One was on clarity, one was on motivation, right? And then I meditated 20 minutes. I've got some piano music playing today. I've had my spark, my water, I've showered. So you could tell that I feel really good right now, right? No media. I've created a few memes today. 3 memes, they've already got some likes. You see, my state of mind is good, all right? So let me ask you this. Another thing that you are going to notice is your doubts. Your doubts. The bottom caption says, if you're in your head, you're dead. Our mind is a great tool. Our brain is a great tool. And we sometimes overuse it though. You saw that breath I just took right now? I mean, I'm just as analytical as the next person. I know you're probably a very analytical person. You found this video, and I think most of the people that watch my videos tend to be very intellectual type, highbrow, fitness-related, spiritual-minded people, and that takes a certain level of research. And us as people, I think one of the hardest things for us as a society, as a human race, is to understand that faith does in fact have some value, okay? Like, I don't really know who's gonna watch this video. I just have faith in my work because I have faith in God, right? And some people may not even want to call God God. They may want to call God the universe. Believe it or not, I am a Catholic yogi. If there is such a thing, that's me. I'm a Catholic yogi. I was raised Catholic, and I'm a yogi. I practice yogi. I practice meditation now. I don't go to church, the building, but I am, now a practicing yogi. In any case, I brought that up only to tell you that you may call God the universe, and that's totally cool with myself. I'm just letting you know, we have different things. I know some of my friends are atheists. That's fine. I have one of my best friends. When I met him, he was an atheist, and I think now he's interested in meditation on some level. It's not something we really ever discuss. He might bring it up, but I myself don't go about discussing it. And the reason I wanted to bring that up was that, number one, I want to anchor a lot of my work in spirituality, because I feel that that's where I'm free. That's where the villain that we're talking about originally, that Dean Graziosi calls the villain, I feel spirituality is where I feel more alive, and I'm not in my head. I'm trusting the moment more. It doesn't mean I'm not analytical. Yesterday I was analyzing, do I go with a big calendar or do I go with a small calendar? And I was analyzing that detail because I know that in 2017, coming around the corner, that's going to be an important detail to my schedule, how I use that calendar. And the calendar is the next step, as Brendan Burchard talks about in his podcast. He said, the calendar is going to be the next step. And I've been into obsessing about calendars for a while now, and I was actually analyzing the details, saying, okay, so which calendar is going to be, is it the small one or the bigger one? I've been using the bigger one. Should I go with a smaller one and then use 3 different ways to manage my time, like on paper, on my iPad, and a small calendar? Maybe, so see what I mean? So I'm analyzing the system significantly. It doesn't mean there's not a place for analyzation and refinement. It doesn't mean that. When Tony Robbins said, if you're in your head, you're dead, he wasn't trying to say that you should never overanalyze or really analyze. He's saying, don't get caught up in the neuroses or these patterns or these records in your head that are telling you you're not good enough, that you might be in doubt, that you may not achieve something, that if you don't, you could take a small risk and get this great payoff, but you know what, in the past this happened and then this happened. See, you're overanalyzing the wrong things. That's what being in your head, you're dead means. So for example, I originally wanted him to keep this video to 3 minutes, to 4 minutes, but now it's at 6 or 7. Oh well, it's made, right? So that's what I'm saying. So I'm feeling it. I'm here very present with you, the potential viewer that I don't really know yet. And I'm feeling it out, saying, this is what feels good. As Kyle C says, do what feels light. And this feels light. It feels great to be here just creating, very real in the moment, okay? Realizing the new you. So now that we've talked about some of the things that okay, here's another one. So are you currently at a plateau or feeling stuck? This is a good sign that the villain in you is running your life a little bit, okay? And it may require you to put away some TV for a while, for a long while. I mean, 30 days is a start. I'm just saying that for the last, sacrifice everything you don't need until you start seeing some of the results of what you really want, okay? I'll say that again. Sacrifice as many of the things that you don't need until you start really getting what you truly, sincerely want and need, okay? So if you really need to see growth in your business, sacrifice TV. I think I'm down to watching the Dallas Cowboys play on the weekends. One game whenever they're playing, and maybe a show. I did happen to watch the new Star Wars Rogue movie, and it was okay. I mean, it's all right for me. But as I was saying, I pretty much monitor my vices, which brings us into our next concept. Okay, so if you really want to start breaking through of your plateaus, or these plateaus, or these doubts, or the villain in you, the villain being that person in you, that part of you that doesn't want you to succeed or hold you back, then let me ask you something. Do you have self-regulating behaviors? In other words, do you have self-regulating behaviors, things like, okay, for example, this year I've only had 10 different occasions where I had an alcoholic drink. 10 different occasions. And the year before I had about 7 to 10 as well, okay? So I've monitored I'm self-regulating these behaviors that I know that if I give way to those, I'm going to be stuck in a rut. I'm going to be in a plateau. I know that while those are fun, and when I do drink a little bit, it's like 2 to 3 drinks. I try to stop I do my best to stop as soon as possible. There was only one time this year where I actually think I had a hangover. Okay, so does that make sense when I'm getting at that? I'm always monitoring the vices in my life, because vices will creep in. That's just reality. What you need to understand is the more the vices creep in, the lower your self-esteem, and the more that you are now going to give way to this villain in you, the villain that's out to stop yourself. Okay? Understand that your biggest enemy is usually your own weaknesses, your own lack of disciplines, your own lack of self-control, your own lack of clarity, your own lack of ambition, your own lack of clarity. That, yeah, your environment could be creating those things for you. Your environment could be very well creating that for you and making you not know what to do. That's very possible. I'm just saying that while that's true, you got to wake up too. And I've been watching this video is one of your things. I get it. I'm just saying that you got to immerse yourself in this world, okay? And then realizing the new you, okay? So to get away from the villain, like you need to start creating habits and lifestyles and behaviors that are part of the new you. This year I started creating more YouTube videos. That's part of the new me. That's part of my new behaviors. I have a morning lunch, a routine in the morning, which I've given you in some of my other videos, where I do every morning. That's part of the new me. My meditation has been great this year. That's part of the new me. Next year, I'm already planning some good stuff for the new me, some new ways to interact. I'll be prospecting more often for my company. I'm thinking of things to buy to help improve my company, and I'm thinking, does that make sense? So that's part of the new me. I'm going in deeper and deeper and deeper and getting away from the old behaviors, not because they were all bad. I'm just leaving the ones that were not aiding me. So you don't have to leave all of yourself behind. Just start removing and leaving behind the habits that aren't building your future, and just get away from them. Slowly but surely get away from them and realize that there's a new you that you can embody. Embody the new you. So you can actually go right now to evolutiontraining.net and download a free training, an in-depth training that's worth a significant amount for your goals to start moving the needle in the direction of your life that you want. You can download that. You watch that today, right now. Go to evolutiontraining.net and get that video. It's on the top right there, and you can actually start using that, and that'll help you start gaining some clarity to break through some of the old habits of the villain in you, as Graziosi talks about. And share this video. Please comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your questions. If you'd like to talk further, you can call me at 512-994-7328, and we can actually discuss how it is to break through some of your habits. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. I'd love to hear some of your challenging questions. I'll give you a free 15 to 20 minute discussion just to understand you and what you're looking to accomplish more. This is Jacob Adams signing off. See you next time. Peace.